Good morning, day 279, cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry meals. So it's been raining here off and on the last couple days, and the next 3 days we're supposed to get rain, and it's supposed to be in the upper 50s. Yuck, cold and rainy. So the weather is not cooperating with my gardening plans. But I have plan B. I'll get some things done here in the house. And I could start working on the garage because even if it's raining, I can work in there. But first things first. So it's going to be a long, cold week. But then it's supposed to warm up a little bit into the mid to upper 60s, so I can deal with that. And I hope that'll be enough to finish up my garden, because it's still a mess out there, and, you know, people walk around doing inspections, and, you know, I don't want to get a nasty gram, so I like my garden to look nice, not like a junkyard. And right now it's kind of looking a little junky. So plenty of things to do in here. I still have to get some more things, gather up some more things for donation because they're coming tomorrow and I don't have a whole lot ready. So I hate to have them come for nothing. But they're in the area anyway. They on their website, they have days where they're going to be in the area. So right now I'm still focusing on gathering clothes and tchotchkes I'm not using anymore. And I'll do a walk through the house and see what else I can get rid of. A lot of the things that I have left, because I've been doing this for so long, a lot of the things that I have left I really like. So it's getting more difficult to get rid of things because of that. It was easy in the beginning because there were a lot of things that I no longer liked, that weren't bringing me joy. But now a lot of the things that I have do bring me joy, but it's still too much. So I guess I have to pick and choose what I really, really want and what brings me extra joy. So I don't know what's for breakfast this morning. Still plenty of choices. We'll take a look in the refrigerator in a little bit. I still have some cooked up veggies, enough for 2 meals, so I don't want to have it with pasta again. So I may make it with some rice or potatoes. I have plenty of potatoes. So we'll see. All right, I will meet you somewhere here in the house or outside in a little while. Well, let's see what's for breakfast this morning. I'm going to have some bread. I have an orange that I need to eat. It's not in the fridge. So I think I'm going to have bread and cheese this morning. I'll finish this last slice of my seitan. And I'll have some of my cheese from Aldi's. And let's see. I think I'll have an apple too. Just a small one. Still have lots of apples, even though I made the apple pie filling, which really turned out good in the slow cooker. All right. So that's going to be a very simple breakfast today. So I will meet you at the stove. Well, I was thinking about going out and doing some work in the garden because it is sunny, but everything is really, really wet. And it's very windy and the wind is chilly, so we'll scrap that idea. So this morning I already made some rice for dinner, and this is just long grain rice. I make it in my microwave cooker. I've had this thing for years. Actually, I have a couple of them. And it does a good job making rice. And this is just 3/4 of a cup of rice, 1.5 cups of water. And I seasoned it with Trader Joe's chickenless seasoning and seasoning for all the things. And I put a little bit of olive oil in here, just so it doesn't stick so much. And I'm going to give it a taste, see if it's good. Delicious. So, that will be for dinner tonight with my veggies. And here I have all my ingredients for breakfast. So, I'm a little disappointed that I can't get my garden done, but I'm going on and on about it. I know I am. This is still the Walmart bread. Hello, buddy. And I froze half of it, and the other half now I'm eating up. And I don't know, I may buy bread or I may make bread when this is gone. We're coming to the end of the month. And so far this month, I know I've spent less than $100 on food. So I have to sit down and figure out how much I actually spent. But I'm thinking it's closer to $50 or $60, which is very doable. But I have to cut back because I have to pay for having those trees taken down. The exterminator was $180. So I'm just grateful I didn't have to buy mulch for all that, for my garden in the back. So my trees that I had to have taken down, sadly, are still giving me some relief in as far as the mulch goes, because I would have needed at least 10 bags if I had bought it, and it's probably $3 a bag, maybe more now, I don't know. So that saved me money. Yeah, it was work, but that's okay. I don't mind working, I don't mind doing DIYs as long as I'm physically able to do them. And I'm fortunate that my son came and helped me, and then I had my helper lady. She was a big help, and so was my son. So, but I'm still in the mode of my backyard needs to be decluttered and simplified. And that's what I'm trying to do. I used to have my city picker boxes on the ground, and I can't garden that way anymore. It's just too much bending over. So raising all those up was a big job. And now the raised beds that I have, I should be able to garden for a long time. Either flowers or veggies, whatever I want. And now that it's sunnier, that'll be nice too. So anyway, I'm still going to be cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry. for tomorrow it'll be 80 days and it'll be a year that I've been doing this. And when I first started, I wasn't as stringent in not buying new groceries as I am now, because it was a process where the more I did it, the more I learned, and the more I cut back on food, because I realized that I did not need that much food. And I eat well. I eat healthy. I don't eat junk food. Even when I discount food shop, I don't buy junk food. I mean, I eat my occasional cookie and I eat my occasional chocolate bar. So I don't deny myself anything. I really don't. I don't eat meat, so that's a big savings, and that's a personal choice. It's not because of necessity, it's because I choose not to. So that's not a hardship for me. You know, I don't look at somebody eating a steak and go, oh, I wish I could eat that. Because if I wanted to, I would eat that. You know, so that's not a negative for me. It's not something that bothers me. So, I mean, some people, you know, if they love meat, you know, they're going to keep eating meat. So, whatever, you know, whatever your thing is. So, in a lot of my recipes and things that I cook, just because I cook vegetarian, you can substitute it with meat. You know, I do eat vegan meats. I make my own seitan a lot, but I do buy some of the, like the Beyond Chicken or, you know, the different things. But that's not the only thing as far as protein that I eat. I mean, I eat tofu, and I eat, I make my own seitan, you know, but I do eat the store-bought stuff too. So, I'm going to toast my bread and put together a plate here, and I'll be back and meet you back here in just a few seconds. Okay, well, this looks mighty tasty. So here's my breakfast, brunch. It's actually brunch because it's almost noon this morning. A very juicy orange from my flash food box. And Aldi's cheese, my homemade seitan, Walmart bread, and some apples. So what I'm going to do, these orange peels, I'm going to cut them smaller, and I'm putting them in with some vinegar. And I've done this before, and I'm going to let it steep in there for quite a while, at least a couple weeks. And then you have a very nice cleaning agent with orange. And it does turn the vinegar orange, so and it cleans real well. So I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. And then I have to get busy with my declutter. So I'll see you back in a little while. Okay, well, here is the closet I'm decluttering. This is my coat closet up in my downstairs foyer, and it is just packed with coats. Now up here, I already decluttered this. These are all scarves and hats and just things to remove hair. But I need to go through all these coats, and down here I have a mess. I have boots and totes and all kinds of things that I don't need so many of. And over here is what I already pulled out of the upper rack. These are curtains that I had for the living room, but my whole living room has changed, so I'm thinking of donating those. They're like olive green and gray green. I like the color, but I don't really have anywhere to use them, and I don't want them in the living room. Now, these beads I'm going to keep because I have some of these in my bedroom, and I really like them. So I need to find a single window to put these in. And this little bag is stuff I'm donating. I've got some dog coats in there, some scarves. So that's the project I'm doing today. So that's all the before, and I'll show you when I'm done. And hopefully I get enough things together. Well, this is all the stuff I pulled out of the closet. These boots need to go in this bag yet. That bag is full of curtains that I had stored in the closet. Not going to use them, don't like them anymore. I haven't used them in years. These are more curtains, same goes for those. These are scarves and hats and all sorts of things. So I pulled quite a bit of stuff out of there for donation. These boots, they're in really good shape, but they're just not comfortable anymore. So they have to go. So anyway, the closet is much more roomy. I only have a few pair of boots here, the ones I wear most of the time. I put gloves and things. Oh my God, do I have gloves? I must have been insane when I bought them because I forget. Things get crammed in the closet and then you forget you have it and you buy some more. It's like, oh yeah, I should get this color. And you forget you've already got that color. So I highly recommend going through all your closets at least once a year to alleviate that problem. And then here I have all my coats. These are spring lightweight coats, and then they get a little bit heavier, and then I have a winter coat there, and these are actually winter coats. And back there I have like a dress coat, couple dress coats. So that's pretty good, I think. Then up here I have a lot of scarves in different colors. I tried to keep just one of each color. And in here I have some larger scarves, like more like a shawl scarf. And then of course my cleaning things. And this shelf is totally empty now. So I'm happy with that, and the donation people will be happy, I hope. So another task done. All right, I'm going to go relax a little bit before it's time for dinner. Okay, it's dinner time. And I still haven't finished cleaning up everything from my closet, but tomorrow is another day, so I still have, this is my grandson's salad. I still have, in here are leftover mushrooms, and in here I have the veggies I cooked the other day, and that's quite a bit of veggies in there, so I'm going to have that out of the fridge. And then out of my freezer, I'm going to have these, my grandson's. Oh, if I can reach them. I have these porkless bites. So I'm going to add those to my veggies, and I'm going to make a Asian dish. Okay, I will meet you at the stove. So these have been in my freezer, and it says to cook them in some oil. I have this little tiny piece of vegan butter left. I'm just going to cook it in that just to get rid of it, because vegan butter is mostly oil anyway. So another thing gone. And then I have my veggies that I cooked up. So I'm making another twist on the veggies that I made and using something from the freezer. And this is what they look like. And it also comes with a sauce. So I'll be using that. And earlier today, I cooked up some rice. So something totally different, same veggies, but a totally different dish. And this is what I like to do, make basic ingredients and then change them up so you don't feel like you're always eating the same old, same old. And I'll probably have enough veggies left for another meal. And I have some spaghetti sauce, so I may make some spaghetti with whatever's left over. All right, gonna cook this up. The directions say to cook it for 8 to 10 minutes in a pan, and then I'm going to add my veggies. All right, let this heat up, and I'll be back. Okay, it says to brown the chunks of meat. I have some mushrooms here, and I'm going to use some of them in here, and the rest I'm going to save to put in some pasta sauce. And then here are the veggies that I cooked the other day, and I'm going to put half of those in here as well. Sorry for the loud noise. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I have some rice here, and I still have enough rice left over for another meal or so. With a couple of ideas for that. And now I'm going to add some of the sauce. Just half. And I think this is like a sweet sour kind of sauce. And that's it. A quick and easy meal. Totally different than the one I had a couple days ago. And then I just added the veggies and the mushrooms in one little container here. And I'll probably I'll either make this again or I'll make a spaghetti. I don't know what I'm going to have it taste for. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. And this rice, I seasoned it. So I like to season my rice. I don't like just plain white rice. I like to make it flavorful. Okay, so there's my dinner for tonight. This is like a stir fry with rice, mushrooms, zucchini. There's some green beans in there, onion. So I think that looks pretty good. Picture time. All right. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to eat this and enjoy it. To give it a taste. All right, let's give it a taste. I like these porkless bites. I've had them many times before, and they're very good. All right, well, I'll be back. Very tasty. So, cooking doesn't have to be hard. In fact, it can be much faster than fast food. It can be your fast food, but with healthy ingredients that you love to eat. So, what I do is I mix up vegetables, whatever vegetables you like. Get all your favorite vegetables and cook them up all together. Stir fry them a little bit. Don't make them too mushy though, because you're going to want to make them for several meals. So make enough for maybe 2-3 meals, maybe even 4 meals, whatever you like. And don't over season the veggies when you first cook them. Leave them a little crispy. Salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, just your basic spices that you would use pretty much in any type of cooking, whether it's Asian or Mexican or good old US cooking, French, Italian. Just keep your seasonings basic, and those 4 especially are seasonings that almost every dish has in them. So if you cook enough vegetables, mixed vegetables, for several days, dinner is a snap, because then for one day you can cook enough pasta for 2 days. Then you can cook the second day, you can cook enough veggies for rice for 2 days. And then you can go back and forth between the pasta and the rice. You can throw a baked potato in the oven. Make a couple, 3 or 4 baked potatoes, and when they're cold, you can fry them. You can, like for breakfast or for dinner. You can make potato salad out of them. You can do all kinds of things. But cooking ahead and enough food so that you're not eating the same thing every day for several days in a row keeps it interesting. So, like for this week, I did my veggie box that I got for $5, and I cooked all the vegetables, mixed them all together, and the first day I had like a wine butter sauce on it. Today I made them as an Asian dish. Tomorrow I'm probably going to make them into a spaghetti-like dish because I have enough for one more meal. And that gives you some veggies with your spaghetti. So the sky's the limit. But if you already have the veggies prepared and then you cook enough starch for a couple days, whatever meat you want to add to it, you can cut up a chicken breast if you're a meat eater. If you're a vegan vegetarian, you see I have a supply of seitan. I have tofu. I have vegan meats that are commercially prepared. Whatever you like to eat, and then you can just mix and match. It's like a mix and match wardrobe. You can mix and match all your food and just add different sauces. You can add an Asian sauce, you can add a spaghetti sauce, you can add a Mexican sauce, and put it in a burrito, add some cheese, some Mexican cheese. So really the sky's the limit, and it is so easy to cook that way. You know, it hardly takes any time to stir up and fry some veggies. You can even do them in the microwave or steam them, whatever your preference is. Personally, I like to saute them. I like the flavor of that, so that's what I do. And then early in the day, I make my starch and I choose what meat I'm going to add to it, and it's really easy. So give it a try. You save so much money that way. I can't even tell you how much money you save. It's very inexpensive if you buy marked down veggies and cook them up. You know, don't put them in your fridge for a week because they won't last that long. But they will if you bring them home and cook them within a day or so. So that's what I've been doing, and it helps me use up my stash, and it helps me save money. So how do you guys cook to save money? I'm sure there's other ideas out there. So if you have a way that saves you money and saves you time, leave it in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. So anyway, I'm going to go relax. The closet is done. I still have some coats that I want my family members to take a look at to see if they want. And then if they don't want them, it'll go to the donation the next time. So after tomorrow, I'll order them again. And it's really been difficult with all the garden stuff I have to do, but by doing that, it forces me to do my declutter project rather than always putting it on the back burner. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.